Yeah. All right, time to kick it with Kenny.
Hey, Kenny.
Good morning. Talk about Cleveland history. At one point in time in the early 40s, Cleveland was a hotbed for bicycle track racing. And now we have the Cleveland Velodrome. Yes, indeed. Welcome to the Velodrome right here in Slavic Village. When we come back, we're going to tell you about the Cleveland Velodrome and these cool cyclists who are eating this track up. Kicking it with Kenny. Stay with us.
Yeah.
She's so great.
All right, let's check it with Kenny Crumpton. The Velodrome.
Yeah.
He's over there in Slavic Village today. Hey, Kenny, good morning.
First of all, Wayne, I can't believe you didn't remember that Christy did traffic. Are you kidding me?
I was just messing with her, man.
Are you kidding me?
No, I was just messing with her.
I was about to say.
Yeah.
Well, you know, at your age, the brain's the first thing to go.
Well, that's true, but I was pulling her chain.
I'm Christy. Nice to meet you.
What's your name again?
Christy Capel.
Oh, hey, nice to meet you. You know, I like to mess with Christy.
I know he does.
Okay.
I do it
Our new anchor, Wayne, Christy. Yeah.
That's what she hits me.
Wayne, for the record, the woman sitting next to you, her name is Christy Capel. There you go. A little something for the kids. All right, speaking about something for the kids, we're at the Cleveland Velodrome last August, right, Pam, is when we cut the red tape, and here we are about a year later, and you told me there are about 6 local bike clubs or bike teams that actually use the Velodrome. Is that right?
Sure. There's about six or seven, maybe more, local bike racing teams that come out, and we've all been coming out here to try the Velodrome and to see what it's all about.
So tell us, for people, I bet for a lot of people, this is their first time seeing the Velodrome. It's a traditional bike racing track, correct?
Yeah, this is a 1/6 of a mile track. So this one's a little smaller than a lot of traditional velodromes, but we do a lot of racing here. We're doing, you'll see the riders out today. They're showing you some pace lines and just kind of working on some techniques.
Okay, excellent. The Cleveland Velodrome right here in Slavic Village. Yes, indeed, we have one here in Cleveland, and I want to talk to Pam, who's a board member. Congratulations for being a board member. I'm going to talk to Pam and some other riders about how cool this is, and if you guys want to get involved, you can. The Cleveland Velodrome. We have our own Velodrome. Who knew? All right, back to you guys in the studio. Look at those guys.
Ah, boy, that's something, isn't it?
Pretty neat, isn't it, to have one here?
It really is. It really
All right,
is.
time now is 7 o'clock. We're going to update you on our
7:19 is your time right now.
Kenny Crumpton checking out a cool place in Slavic Village. Hey, Kenny.
You spin me right round, baby, right round. Like a record, baby, right round, round. That's what they're doing, going round and round. We're going to get some more racers back on the Velodrome track. As you can see, these bikes don't have any brakes, and they don't go, and you can't pedal backwards. There's one speed, your speed. When we come back, the Cleveland Velodrome right here in Slavic Village. We'll show you what it's all about. When we come back, kicking it with Kenny. Stay with us.
Unfortunately,
Football time.
All right, time to kick it with Kenny this morning.
Yeah, what's up, Crump?
All right, going around like a record, baby, right round. Welcome to the Velodrome. All right, we're here at the Cleveland Velodrome. They broke ground last year. It opened up in August, and here we are a year later, and I'm hanging out with Pam, who's one of the board members, just like the hair club from in. Not only is she a board member, she also rides. Good morning, Pam.
Good morning, Kenny.
All right, well, first of all, let's talk about equipment. I'm going to come on this side of you. This is not the bike we learned how to ride when we were going to grade school, is it? It's a lot different.
No, this is a standard track bike. So track bikes are single speed. And they have no brakes. So as you're watching these guys go around here, having brakes would be really dangerous. And the single speed thing is very interesting because in order to slow yourself down, you have to resist that forward motion. You cannot stop pedaling on one of these bikes.
Once you get on, you get started. Another thing I noticed, I'm going to take 2 fingers and just lift this thing up. Look how light that is. That is incredibly light. And that, I guess that helps when you're okay, BZ, now strong, when you're taking that bike around those corners, correct?
Right, yeah, you want light, you want fast, you want a lot of speed around these corners. In order to stay on the wall, you have to have your speed up pretty high. If you're watching the guys that are up above the blue line, they're going over 20 miles an hour. Even to stay on the lower parts, you're going about 18 or 19.
So you have to crank. Let's watch these guys. This is a nice little pack. BZ, watch that pack here. Now we see one guy up on the blue line right here, correct?
Yep.
Now what is he doing that for speed, or is he doing that to let the other
the other guys are passing underneath him. So as you're watching, everybody's going around. If you're passing underneath. I think he's just having a good time today.
He just likes getting up high on that wall.
Yeah, absolutely. He likes the speed.
You said this is about a 1/6 of a mile track, which means there's a lot of intensity out there when you're going this fast, right?
Yeah, it's really intense. I mean, if you're looking at this wall, that wall's about a 50-degree angle. So, to get around that bank turn, you have to have your speed up. With everybody on the track, you have to communicate with each other so that you know where everybody is. You have to make sure that you don't do anything crazy or stupid it's
yeah, because that could be a hot mess if someone down there's in that little pack there. So
exactly.
Let's talk about that. You said usually, in the smart thing to do, people usually start out doing time trials, and that's just you against the clock out there. So if people shouldn't get intimidated by seeing this morning if they want to try it, right?
No, and when you come out here, they do a track 101 training, so you can come out here and actually learn how to ride on the track. They don't get you up above the blue line at first, and it's a really great course.
It's really, really nice. And you said we've always had a lot of bike clubs in town, but there really wasn't this available for them, and now you're seeing them come out a lot. Is that right?
Yeah, everybody's coming out to try this. This is a brand new animal for a lot of the cyclists. Those of us who are used to riding on the road come out here and you take a look at this and you're thinking, this is really different, and everybody seems to really enjoy it.
Yeah, it's totally different. Now, if people see and they say, "Hey, I want to get involved. I want to start working out at the Velodrome or get into a bike club," how can they do that?
If you go to the clevelandvelodrome.com website and you see what's going on, you can see their schedule. You can come out to Track 101 training, and the bikes are here for you. You don't have to have your own bike. The bikes are for free if you take the Track 101. You come out and you learn how to ride this. It's about an hour and a half, 2-hour class.
Okay, and have a good time. All right, the Cleveland Velodrome. Yes, indeed, folks, we have one right here in our city. We're right here in Slavic Village. So kudos for Cleveland, another first in Cleveland. Wow, this is I got to tell you guys something. It's very, very cool. And everybody out here is really nice. So just a nice group to be with. Thanks, Pam. We're going to come back and talk strategy when we come back for our next hit. And yes, I am going to get out there in our 820 hit. I'm going to, yeah. See that little beginning blue track? That's where Kenny's going to start. Yeah, because there's no brakes on the bike. So, yeah, I'm going to be there.
That takes a lot of body strength, you know?
You got to keep it going.
Yeah.
Thank you, Kenny. 7:26 your time right now. Suspected.
Good luck, girls.
7:50 your time right now.
Kenny Crumpton kicking it this morning on a bike. Hi, Kenny.
Good morning. We're at the Cleveland Velodrome. Thank you very much. Yes, Cleveland has a velodrome. We're right here in Slavic Village. When we come back, we're going to talk about strategy and pace lining. That's what you see happening right here. Kicking it with Kenny. Stay with us. Okay, stand by. Good morning, everyone. We're here in Slavic Village at the Cleveland Velodrome, just about a year old. And as you can see, a lot of people were waiting for this to happen. I'm hanging out with Gary here. Now, Gary, this is not like riding on your neighborhood street or the towpath. There's a lot of different strategies and rules that come into this. So we're looking at two different types of pace lines. We're doing some pace lining, right?
Yes, that's correct, Kenny.
Okay.
The pace line, what will take place is the rider in front is taking most of the wind, so they're actually working harder, and what they'll do is they'll pull off after a certain point and just kind of fall to the back and take a rest at that point.
That's why we see him up high.
Yep,
and then now he's going to come back down right behind the last rider there.
And like pace lines take place on the road and during race events, but they're also very common on the track because your time at the front, you want to limit that because that means you're working significantly harder than those behind you.
So that's where the strategy comes in. Now we're looking at two different lines. We're looking at the blue. Stay on the blue line, Barry. We're looking at a blue line. That's the black line. Okay, stay on the black. That's the black line, Barry. All right, so we're looking at the black line right now. Now, the black line, you guys are saying that's a little bit faster line on the track, right?
Yeah, the black line is shorter. If you're on the black line as opposed to the red, you're actually losing 1 bike length per lap to somebody who is riding lower than you on the track because the circumference and the radius of the turn is shorter. So it's the measurement line, the black line is where the track is exactly 166 meters or a tenth of a mile. So that's where you want to be during a single person event like a time trial or a sprint. It's the quickest way around the track.
All right, Barry, stay on the blue liners. Here come the blue liners. Now, they're doing a blue line. So explain that, the whole blue line.
Well, the blue line is there for an event called the Madison, where a team of 2 riders would actually do somewhat of a relay, and they would take turns racing at a high pace. One rider would be actively in the race, counting his or her laps. The other rider would be riding in what's called relief, and they would be up above that stayers line. The track is a little bit darker up there. It's a little bit grippier surface to add some safety. But it's the same speed requirement at the bottom of the track as it is at the top. The only difference is you're in the radius of the turn longer, so the turn is that much longer because it's a longer path that you're taking.
Well, but you can now when you see them up there, you can really tell how high that is.
Yeah, you're
way up there.
You're almost 3 stories at that point, especially if you look across the street and see the houses. You can really tell how high you are.
All right, the Cleveland Velodrome. Give them your website if they want to get more. People want to get more information.
Our website is clevelandvelodrome.org, and we also have an active Facebook and Twitter pages. We have our next big event is September 14th. The Case cycling team is holding a regional track cycling event for universities like Marian University. And probably half a dozen to a dozen schools will be coming in for that. There's also a Friday night race series coming up, so check clevelandvelodrome.org for details on that and our beginner classes.
All right, when we come back, more Fox 8 News at the Cleveland Velodrome. Stay with us.
Fox 8 News.
Play Last of the Wild Men. Pretty awesome. All right, speaking of awesome, we're here at the Cleveland Velodrome in Slavic Village hanging out with some very cool bikers who woke up this morning. I want to thank every one of them for coming out. And we're going to show you guys something new. This is called a rail start, is that right?
This is called the rail start. Their feet are attached to the pedals, so they got to hang onto the rail to get started. The other choice is the rolling start where, you know, they're going to be around the track and somebody just blows the whistle.
Okay, we're going to start the race with the whistle here. Here we go.
Go ahead, guys.
All right, so they're rolling off. So now we're showing everybody an interesting, this is a different type of race. So explain what the race is called, first of all.
It's called the Missing Out. The idea is that every 3 laps, what we're going to do is we're going to eliminate a rider. So the last wheel to cross the white line, the start-finish line over here, they're going to get eliminated. Now this is the neutral lap, so this is free. Now the race is on.
The race is on. So if you're in last place, you're out of there.
You're out, and we keep going until there's 1 rider left.
Okay. So you're in this race, you're allowed to use any area of the track you like?
Any area of the track you like.
Boom.
So you give them the 2 to go.
Okay, 2 to go.
So you'll hear a bell now.
So the bell on the 3rd
bell lap says it's on. These guys are taking it easy, but you know now the real race starts on the last lap.
So we hear the bell. Now it is. Okay.
Yeah, getting out of the saddle.
So this is it. Okay.
I gotta watch for the back guy.
All right, and so our referee is watching for the last tire to hit this white line. Right line. Here they come. Okay. Cross, cross, cross. So it's going to be her. So now she comes down and she's out.
She comes down off the track, and we're on lap number 1 of the next segment.
Actually 2 to go.
Okay.
Yeah, lap 1 is 2 to go.
All right. So every 3rd lap is the elimination. Lap.
It's a fast race.
Very fast
They'll
race.
hear the bell now.
Right. Okay. So now they're kind of pacing themselves, kind of thinking about position, where to be strategically.
Yeah, and you want to save energy for the sprint.
For the sprint. Okay. So now the sprint starts. Here comes the bell. So now they're sprinting not to be the last person. All right. We see some position fighting there. Okay.
Some guys start the sprint early, some start at the last second.
All right, so they're going.
Going.
All right, and so now he's the last one.
Yeah, you saw his little head bob. He was beat.
And then we're down the 4. So eventually it will get down to a one-on-one, man-on-man race.
Yep.
3 guys.
3 guys. It'll get down to 3. All right, we're at the Cleveland Velodrome, having a good time. We're right here in Slavic Village, ladies and gentlemen. This place is brand new, but we already have a lot of Cleveland riders using it. We want to encourage you guys to come out. And I'm actually going to get out there for the beginning class 101 as we look at our, okay, here comes the bell lap. Let's take one more lap, see what happens, guys. Here's a sprint. It's a hardcore sprint, all right. And the last one, they're going, he's fighting. Let me see what he's got. Oh, he's making a move. He's making a move. He's making a move. Oh, Okay, she
Exhausted
got
just
him.
watching him.
Is he doing like play-by-play? Kenny Crumpton, Mr. Play-by-play. All right.
Color commentating, impressive.
Ooh, yeah, very nice. All right, it is almost 8:30, 25 minutes after the hour. Currently.
And there you go. All right, we are at the Cleveland Velodrome right now. What I'm doing is I'm doing some of the training that they would do if you guys come out here and want to learn to ride on the track. Now, it's a lot different than riding in your neighborhood or riding on the towpath. There are certain skills that you need to utilize when you're riding on the track, and there's no brakes here. So what Gary is doing is Gary is training me and getting me used to riding on the track here because there's no brakes. All right, Gary, tell everybody what we're doing.
So right now we're doing an apron drill where we'll take riders during the track 101 around the apron and teach them how to get up and down the track by signaling, doing a shoulder check, riding a straight line just like you would if you were on in a car on a highway, staying in your lane, and then merging back down on the apron. As you move up and down the track, it's similar to going up and down hill.
Yeah.
So you'll lose speed as you rise up to the red line, and then you'll gain speed back as you come to the edge of the straightaway and descend back down to the apron. Normally the apron's only reserved for entering and exiting the track, but we use it for teaching the new riders how to get on and off the track safely. So next we'll go ahead and come up to close to the blue line, and you can really feel in your legs how that slows you down.
I can feel that resistance, yeah.
Yeah, and then it pushes you back down the track.
And we ease it back down.
So how are you feeling right now? Do you want to start going a little faster on the apron, Ken?
That was good. We'll go a little bit faster on the apron.
Okay. So because of the 50-degree banking in the turns, the turns are more upright than they are flat. You have to maintain 17, 18 mile an hour speed through the turn as a beginner to really not have to worry about just sliding off of it at that point. So as we pick up speed here, I'll take us up to close to a 17 mile an hour pace, and if you kind of gauge and tell me if you feel comfortable or not, because we're vastly abbreviating this for you.
Gotcha.
We can kind of gauge as to whether you want to ride the black line all the way around.
Feeling good. All right, let's go. On this next turn, we'll come up a little bit.
All right. Well, we'll kind of just keep the same distance behind me.
Okay.
And I'll take us up to 17 miles an hour. Don't have to go any faster than that. And we'll just pop up and we'll do one lap. Sound good?
Gotcha. Looking good. We're at the Cleveland Velodrome, everybody. If you guys want to come out, it's a lot of fun. And you can do this training class that I'm doing with Gary. And it's a longer class than that I'm doing, but it's definitely a lot of fun. I want to thank all the riders who came out this morning and helped us out. Had a lot of fun with it. And when we come back, well, we're not going to come back, but you guys should come on out and go to their website, clevelandvelodrome.com. All right, we're going to go back to you guys in the studio.
Looks like a lot of fun, doesn't it?
Yeah.
My goodness gracious. All right, maybe you always wanted to try it.